And welcome back, everyone, to the latest episode of The Mistaken, with this lovable bunch of idiots going through the Curse of Strahd module. And I'm going to drop the voice now because I don't want to maintain that for the entire intro. On the last episode, the party began or continued their exploration of the Amber Temple after recovering the Sun Sword, seemingly a missing piece of the spirit that dwells within Misha. Misha has undergone a strange transformation, no longer being blue-skinned, but now sort of almost like tan golden-skinned with luscious blonde hair. Everyone else also received significant power-ups as they leveled up, hitting level 8, gaining ability scores and feat improvements. The party continued their exploration, entering a dining hall where they knew undead to be present. However, none seemed immediately visible until seemingly a ewer upon the table began to be lifted by itself, triggering an encounter which, with a swift use of turn undead, Katia completely obliterated, apart from one who called the rest of them cowards before then running away himself. Or itself. The party also, due to the now empowered evil detection that Misha now possesses, sensed the presence of a powerful fiend within the large wizard statue at the center of the temple's main chamber. After investigating, they were able to have a conversation with this strange being, an Arcanoloth by the name of Netheron. There were some secrets revealed, such as that Casimir is here to make a deal with a dark power in order to revive his long-dead sister. Katia has also revealed that she too has a tie to a dark power, though she did not know that until Netheron highlighted it. Greed too, as has been perhaps made obvious throughout the campaign, is also tied to one of these dark powers. Octavian, Misha, and Aster, however, are not. But Aster does have a tie to the Amber Temple in the form of the amulet given back to him in, episode 4 by Madame Ava? An amulet which supposedly unlocks a heavily protected chamber within this place that not even one as skilled with magic as Netheron has been able to unlock. The session ended with the Netheron revealing that the source of Strahd's power was here, or had been here, the dark power known as Vampire. And that is where we shall resume.
So is that why Strahd appears to be unable to be killed?
Precisely. If he is killed, the dark power will simply bring him back, even beyond that of which a normal vampire would be able to. You could stake him, seal him away, turn him to dust, scatter that dust into all across the land, and yet he would still come back. The only way to truly defeat him would be to summon and then reseal that dark power. But while these dark powers can gain physical forms, they are far beyond any hand to kill. You, perhaps, if fully grown, might be able to deal something, but not yet. This is where I suppose I should tell you more about what this place is. Information that would be quite valuable, but I feel you at least deserve for any decisions are made. A long time ago, this place was occupied by a number of mages. You can see statues of them about, and there are tombs to them here. I arrived later, but these mages dedicated their lives to the study of the arcane and the sealing away of dark powers. Beings of immense evil that corrupts people, steals souls, consumes souls, different to your typical devil pact and the likes. They were a true blight, and it took much research in order to seal them away. Yet, sealing them did not remove their influence entirely. When before Strahd arrived and made his deal with Vampire, the reach of these dark powers would be too muted by the vast distances of the land unless you were within quite close proximity. But with the sealing away of this land within the mists, it became a risk to call out to unknown powers or to gods, because it might not be your god that answers. Dark powers will latch on and offering tidbits as bait to reel you in. What is particularly interesting with you, Greed, is that it seems that that influence somehow extended beyond Borovia's walls. Perhaps if Vistani was corrupted in some way. That would be an interesting topic of research, and either that or Xantras has managed to find a weak spot within the walls of the mists. Again, another potentially interesting topic, but not relevant to the conversation. Eventually, the dark powers will offer you more and more, slowly stringing you along. The first one is free, but then the next ones have a price, and the more you take, the higher the price. Eventually, there will be some final act, some great deed to seal that pact and allow that dark power to be truly unleashed with you as their champion. That is what happened to Strahd, his final act being to kill his brother. And seal away any potential threats by the use of a powerful wizard by the name of Kazan. It was he who shattered the sword that you now hold, Tiefling. I am unsure exactly how the item in your possession, Strange One, managed to get away from the temple, but it was perhaps wise so that the ritual itself could not be destroyed. Yes. At this point, it would seem that 3 of the dark powers are awake and wish to make people their champions. Dusk Elf, you are perhaps the close to being a champion, seconded by you, Purple Tiefling. The half-elf is on the path, yet has not yet been reeled in.
It's always a dangerous game making deals you don't know you're making.
Precisely. And there is... And even beyond the natural corruption that the dark powers can possess and the deals that can be made, there is also... They can cause changes in personalities, changes in your very physiology. The weaker ones, though still powerful, will have a lesser effect. At least that is what my research has told me. The one who would truly know the answers, though, as to more details, and it would be Exathan to himself, but unfortunately that is not currently an option.
Well, then we'll have to be careful. And
Yes.
looking towards the rest of the group, specifically Casimir, more so, and not making deals when the others are distracted. We should be
Casimir
aware
seems
if there's
to
going to be a
consider
change.
these words.
You may do something you wouldn't have done before.
Yes. You are more than welcome to continue your exploration of the upper floors of the temple. There are many secrets there, if you can find your way to them, but also many dangers. I would advise, once you go upstairs, do not descend the stairs again unless it is into this central chamber. And as for you, Greed, when you have a moment, simply call out my name. I would like to have a private conversation with you. But that conversation can wait for the time being, but no making any deals with anyone. And that goes for everyone, including you, strange silver dragon, and tiny
Think of the
platinum dragon.
tiefling.
Yes. So, do you have any more questions for me or anything you would like to know before I return to my studies and observances?
Aster will look towards anyone else to see if they would like to ask anything.
I think anything Guy was thinking of has been covered.
If you do decide to depart this temple, I would like a conversation with you as well, Hunter in Red, before you depart. We may be able to come up with a plan to remove Vampire without putting another in his place.
Mm. That is something we should consider.
And with that, he snaps his fingers and vanishes.
Sure. I have blind sight to 10 feet, just out of curiosity, or out to a tremor sense out to 15 feet. Did he just turn invisible, or did he, like, misty step?
He vanished.
Okay.
Like, wasn't a misty step. It wasn't even like there wasn't even really any sign of magical effects. It was almost just like he turned and then he almost like that turning was just him disappearing.
Okay. Well, that was enlightening. How do you all feel?
It's given a lot to think about. A lot of information in the short time.
I personally think it means that there is definitely potential that I may be able to bring my sister back, though I will have to consider the price further.
Not only the price, but the risk.
Yeah. Then he sort of just almost seems to be listening to like the thin air and then stops.
Heck, what if the risk isn't even to you? What if she's different?
Things certainly worth considering. Well, I personally think that if you can get power and you can negotiate the right price, you should just go for it. Power is everything.
I look at Tarnish and he raises
Tarnish.
I have no idea what that was about. No. I would not definitely know. They're terrifying things. Definitely not.
Well, we should continue clearing out the upper floors then.
I'll set Tarnish up to I'm just gonna. Oh, Tarnish was set to follow Octavian for some reason. I'll keep that on for some. Why not?
Yeah, they were set to follow Octavian.
Why me?
Just trying to learn from your good example. Yes, your good example.
I will keep my hands like on my waist over my pockets.
Katia is clutching her holy symbol, the necklace she has it sitting on her chest.
Whoa.
It doesn't feel...
I somehow was teleported somewhere.
It doesn't feel what?
She's feeling very unsure and conflicted in herself. And she's just thinking.
Misha, are you following?
Or yes.
And Greed is off in space. Because I think they were set to follow over and yeah, I'm just gonna drag them back over here and set them following that one. That'll do. Right. So at this top layer, as you reach it, Misha, you would sense behind here 5 skull-like undead.
Hmm. Five, that's interesting. I only see 3 creatures.
Oh, you don't see these two
Oh.
then, probably. But there is also a door over here you guys didn't explore, but
We can do that door first if you guys want.
That one. Or
Yeah.
Let's do the safe door first. I will check to see if there's anything that might trigger if we open the door, but otherwise I will open it.
I see a room.
yeah, you can check the
Hmm.
for traps. Roll me an investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
You do not find any traps.
Okay. Ooh.
Let me just get up my notes on this room, because right. Let's look. So, shattered bits of wood cover the floor of this frigid 20-foot square room.
Is there anything amongst the shattered wood?
You'd have to give me a check for that.
I will move along the walls to hang it upside down and look among the floorboards.
Hey, give me a perception check.
Or the wood. Yep. Does this check rely on sight?
Yes. Yeah, okay. Checking something. Yep. Okay, so yeah, one thing you also notice, you don't notice anything in the room, but you do notice a hidden door, which I've just opened.
Ah.
In this room is seemingly empty. The ceiling is 10 foot high and 2 arrow slits are carved into the east wall. Looks to have been a guard room at one point.
Ah. I will look around at this one too, then.
Yeah, you can give me a check.
Presume it still relies on sight. It's taunting me for
Yes.
advantage, which I'm not sure where I'm getting that from, but Is it my Deft Explorer?
Wover is stuck in a wall, apparently.
At least he's not stuck in a well.
Yeah, definitely a big well. Yeah. Other than that, this room is empty.
The other side, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see the arrow slit.
There's
But in fact, from there, you can see a similar room on the other
another
side.
room. Yeah.
And
Can we move
Misha,
through?
give me a quick perception check.
Perception.
You're looking.
Perception.
And Greed can give me one as well.
That's not perception.
And that's persuasion.
I misclicked. It would be
So,
13.
okay. So Greed notices in that room there is a secret door on the other side. But what you both notice is in that room there is a skeletal figure frozen over with rime holding a wand in their hand.
No.
Oh.
Weird.
The Zan, I presume.
I guess we'll deal with that when we get over there. Can we? I don't think we can move through these arrow slits. I think they're too.
No,
Thin.
they're arrow slits, not giant arrow slits. You'd have to. Yeah.
Where did Green point out where the door was?
Yeah.
There, okay. Oh fuck, it's on another level. I can't draw on it. Okay. Need to memorize it.
It looks like the door to that other gatehouse room would be around this corner. No, getting through there would be our opportunity to get to the other side. I could go through the wall, if you guys want me to, but that'd only get me through.
I can get there myself with Wover.
Do we want to use it as our way to get around, or we don't know where that would lead? So, and it only gets some of us through.
Interestingly, there is not a matching door to the one over here
Yeah, there should be a.
in this zone, but there is not.
What are the? You said what do the walls look like here?
Like most of the other, these are like amber reliefs.
Well, if we didn't have an Arcanoloth looking at our butts, I may have tried to use my adamantine dagger to get us a hole in the wall. But
yeah. I think I've got something for this. If I can remember where. Oh, where the hell is the folder? It's not that one, isn't it? This one? Where is this one? No. This is probably close to. Yeah. No, actually, no. That's too much. We'll really reveal some of the stuff than what I thought it did. But yeah, they're like amber walls carved with like various like figures, like very intricately carved. Like this place is of immense value.
What do you think, Octavian? Should me and Misha go through? Or do you think that it's best to go the other way around and stay together?
I think it's going to be best to stick together, especially in a place like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all we know, you could go through that gap, and then you're stuck there with traps or something. At least together, we've got a better chance of survival if something like that happens.
It won't be you that comes out like the mirror maze.
Mm-hmm. best I think we stick together.
Yeah, and Zay, you've got your hand raised.
Yeah, you mentioned that there is no door.
No,
As
no
in,
door.
we can't find any door, or there literally is no door.
There definitely doesn't seem to be a door. You can't. With the other one, you could clearly see an amber door, whereas this, it's like a complete pattern.
Is there any way we can investigate the wall to see if there's a hidden
You can
doorway?
roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Or,
I'd like to do that, please.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, Misha, have you considered perhaps that the door is in the next room?
Yes.
Just a possibility. Just
I
checking.
have considered that option. I just want to make sure that we don't have to fight to get to the other room.
Yeah, well, this place was meant to be dangerous, but that's what I'm here for now. Yeah, says Lucian the Sword.
Yeah.
You sound like a child.
I've just realised, James, you have made another talking weapon.
I didn't make this one. This is written in the book.
Another talking weapon.
It's
God
only
damn
the
it.
second talking weapon.
It's like the 6th I've had in games with James.
If
yes,
you guys
and
would
like
like.
3
Sorry,
of them are
anyway.
from this game. I ran it
True, yes,
previously,
true.
so
Sorry, anyway, I do apologise for going off.
Also,
a
the
bit.
weapon isn't talking. It's the spirit possessing the weapon.
Aster will like hold out his hands. You go, okay, I have a plan, because those are probably flame skulls on the other side.
Most likely.
We all hide over the stairs. And little Argus here goes out and makes a loud noise as we open the door with this long 10-foot pole. Standing way over there.
What 10-foot pole?
I reach into my... I'll spend a minute reaching into my back to pull out a 10-foot pole.
is that a 10-foot pole in your pockets, Aster, or are you just happy to see me? Great comments.
That was terrible.
It's a perfect plan. No one gets hurt.
It's a cunning plan.
I don't get it.
I've got a better idea. How about we let Tarnish hold the 10-foot pole? Tarnish is way more bigger and sturdy.
I can
He flexes.
Sorry, I had to jump in here. Don't worry, Tank, I got it.
Thank you.
I did also get it, but
Fuck, am I? Okay, at least you are down.
so
Is there
what's-
any gaps in the door, or is it like flush?
It is flush.
Damn. Okay. Everyone stand around a corner from the door, I guess.
Waiting on the stairs unless you want to go down a floor.
It wants to work. I'm not going upstairs.
I just sort of push into Wover and sort of hug against Wover.
No.
Could someone move my token, please? I'm having.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I will
It
climb.
works for a second, and then it's not.
I will climb above the door, using my 10-foot pole to mess with the handle and try to slowly pull the door open as I from above where I'm not seen by the door.
I'm gonna say, give me just because you're doing this at sort of awkward angle. I'm gonna say, give me a dex check. You should be fine. It's not a high DC, but you could mess up.
I could mess up.
Nah, you're fine. And the door is opened. And we're going into initiative.
I would have rolled stealth before. Should I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just had a error message for my. Oh, it rolled it. Never mind.
I'll go ahead and add my my
I
life.
guess doesn't really need to be on initiative. Tarnish. Really
Tarnish
doesn't
doesn't
need to
either.
be.
I also use
I'll
my
just
knowledge from a past
roll.
life.
And I'll roll catches for them.
So all in all, that's a 17 on the stealth.
10. Misha initiative.
Sorry.
-1. Okay. Those definitely won't see you, but these ones are. All of these an active perception check because you've obviously been discussing stuff and opening doors, so they'd at least be on the alert as the door opens.
I am home now.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
And well, although these two are pretty much super blind, let's see. That one didn't have its negative. Okay, you are successfully hidden from them. The rest of the group didn't try to hide. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these. Is there a way for me to split these? Yeah. Really helpful. Yeah. This one, where's the movement? Yeah, 40 feet. He's gonna sort of fly out to the room to have a look around. And probably at that point, whilst they're around the corner, they're not really that far around the corner. You know what? Let's have it just. It doesn't see anything, but these aren't dumb creatures, so I'm gonna have it do this on itself. As it begins to shimmer and shake, and actually, that one, the automation isn't enabled on that. Let me apply that quickly. Recast. The effect should work, as it now has the blur effect on it. The other one also hover out. Looks about again, doesn't see anyone because.
Because gamers don't look up.
Yep. And you roll pretty high on your stealth, so it will also cast blur upon itself. Gold lantern. Have as much movement. Get about there. Can't really do much, so it will. Yeah, it's gonna ready an action, I think. Don't think I have a symbol for that yet, so that one's gonna ready an action. Octavian, you're up. Actually, sorry, I just realised you're not on the turn order, Aster. Aster's up. Sorry, I'm just gonna roll their initiative, just speed. Yeah. So Aster, you're up, and you would have advantage because you are hidden from these. So, but then it would be flat for these two because they're blurred. What is our hunter's marking? Starting off strong.
Aster?
You are on mute, Aster, by the way.
Oh, I
Not
apologize.
sure if that's...
I said I said I silently closed the door.
Yeah. That would have been flat, but yeah, that's fine. That hits anyway. See if it makes it save. It does not, so you break its blur effect. Something worth noting, everyone, if you do have a concentration spell and you fail the concentration check, you will need to manually break concentration. It's just easier than it automatically breaking and then us realizing, oh, actually, because of such and such, it wouldn't have broken. But yeah.
Second attack.
Hits. Yep.
My third attack.
Yep. Okay, and let's say that this one's... Oh, no, wait, you've closed the door, so it can't.
Yep.
It would have helped. Yeah, never mind.
And now it's Octavian.
Yeah, Octavian, your turn.
Think?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I was saying sorry. I move out here, not dragging Tarnish and
Yeah,
everyone
they
with
will
me.
return.
Yeah, Tarnish does the dodge action because I didn't tell him to do anything that turn.
Yep. He is dodging.
There.
Can't hit me.
This one's the one concentrating. Yeah.
Yep. And the other one is dead.
Okay.
Dead?
Yeah.
Target. Thank you.
I can't tell.
It did not apply. It did not apply the dead icon, but yeah, it's dead. There you go.
And I am going to. I'm just going to throw a starry wisp at it.
Okay.
Just because it's just trying to break its concentration more than anything.
Yep. Its concentration is upheld.
So that's my action. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can really do at the moment. So yeah, that'll be my turn.
Alright, Katia, you're up. What would our
Yeah.
Heraclex do?
Hello?
Oh, you're breaking up a bit.
Uh-oh. Am I here now? Hello?
You're very quiet. For me, at least.
Hello?
Ah, that's
Better.
better.
Okay, cool. I would like to cast a Twilight Sanctuary. Not going
Gosh.
to.
I think the only people who don't have temporary
guys hear
hit
me?
points at the moment are... Yeah, I'm saying I think the only people that don't have temporary hit points at the moment are the two dragons and Wova. Everyone else has some still.
Okay. Okay. In that case, it's kind of hard to see what's going on.
There's
Yeah,
some
you'd
enemies
need to
around this
move out
corner
into the
here.
room. You're round the
Right.
corner at the moment.
If
Move you
if
into...
my you keep
Would you like to move so you can
below,
see?
that would be awesome. That's not really happening. So, yeah, I want to. If you could control that, that would be awesome.
Yep.
Because anytime I try to interact with anything, it just kind of crashes. So, yeah. Ladies technical difficulties.
And then what would you like to do?
I don't know. I had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Had an idea.
What?
I can't really even see where the enemies are at.
There's one
Literally
flame
here.
skull right there. The other one is
I
dead.
have. I had my.
Okay, there's a flame skull 40 feet away from you. Everyone already has temporary hit points.
Okay. Okay. It has sacred flame on the flaming.
Yep. There you go. It has advantage on that because of blur.
Does it?
And it... Yep. Apparently. Or something gave it blur. Advantage on that. Maybe it has magic resistance.
It's
I
magic
had magic resistance, yep. Yep. So it manages to nimbly avoid your thing. Anything else?
And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Casimir, seeing what these things have done in the past, is going to move up. Not wanting to group near the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
And will throw a dagger at it. Because he doesn't want to use any more of his spells yet, and everything he has is fire or cold, which not great in this situation. Greed, you're up.
Wait, so Greed is going to step out this direction. And will fire a couple of Eldritch Blasts. No. Natural 20. Natural 20?
That would
No,
would be if
natural
it didn't have disadvantage.
Fuck!
Wait, doesn't the disadvantage cancel out because of blurry, because of the thing, Misty,
Starry Wisp.
Starry
is-
Wisp?
No, that's guiding bolt.
Starry Whisper's something else.
Oh.
Sorry, which just makes them emit a 10-foot light and they can't benefit from the invisible position.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it's fair fire.
Yeah, it's guiding bolt, which gives advantage.
It's another attack.
It's still maintaining its concentration.
Cool.
This one's a bit harder than its friend.
Perfect. So I've just moved back a bit. Create some distance, and we're good.
Yeah, what am I going to do with this one? Yeah, I guess that'll do. This one moves a little bit forward and then pushes open the door with a spectral flaming hand, which allows this one's ready action, now that it knows where a target is, to go off. Oh well. Not that it really matters, because I think I just did damage through your...
The temp HP got damaged, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I had more than... I had like 11, now it's... 4.
Yep. It's just like... Yeah, then just makes a weird chattering sound. Do flame skulls have anything they can do as a bonus? No. Okay, the other skill lantern, which now it is measuring the distance, which confuses me, as sometimes it seems to do it, sometimes it doesn't. Gonna move to here. Will do its own fire beam towards Casimir. Which weirdly didn't seem to target him, so I will roll his dex save manually. He dodges, so he only takes half the damage. Okay, which then brings us to Misha's turn.
Oh, they're two together.
Yep. Flame skull and a other fiery skull, but seemingly different to a flame skull.
Okay, Wover, let's get them.
Oh no, it's the Mounties.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lucian. Time to shine.
Oh god.
Yes, Tarnish, do that for fun.
Oh, and on your first attack, you
That was my
break.
first attack. Wait, it's
You
still
do.
standing? Or flying?
Yep, seemingly. But you did break its blur.
Uh,
Waiting for remote dialogue selection from Sen.
Huh?
Oh, are you're
Tarnish.
applying Tarnish's thing.
You can only do it once, but you can do it.
Yeah. This one is weirdly still standing.
Oh. Hmm.
You can use your object interaction to close the door again. That'd be really funny.
True. Oh. Wait, there's something else I can do. Wover can attack.
Hmm. Often we get to see Woe for attack.
Ooh.
It's a hit. This one's still standing though. Amazingly, all things considered.
And Argus
Um,
is gonna dodge, because why not?
Yeah. Well, this flame skull can do what flame skulls do best. I'm just going to try to. But I'm actually just going to take away its spells. Actually, I forget how new counter spell works. So are we still using old counter spell? Nope. Okay. Casimir counter spells it as it goes to cast Fireball, and it just looks really unhappy. This Skull Lantern is gonna roll to try to get its ability back. It does not. So it is going to float up to Aster and try to bite him.
I'll parry.
Well, in which case it does not succeed. So I undid the damage. What are you concentrating on?
Me?
I don't know. Oh, detect magic. I've had detect magic up this whole time.
But it's now your turn, Aster.
Sure. Eh?
Yeah, targeting hunter thing.
But yes, I will do that just because I haven't done these yet. Might as well, even though they don't seem like much.
They really don't have much tool. Back to me. Pretty sure even one of their abilities you wouldn't be able to take because you're not a flaming skull.
And we'll
Sort of very specific to being a flaming skull.
I would lance it. Him. Where's my lance? You're somewhere.
There you are.
It wasn't targeted. Did do the thing. because it's broken. We'll have to fix it.
What's it?
They need to roll
What's it meant?
They need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
$14.
Okay, so that is fine. I will just keep going then.
I mean, that one's dead.
Oh, it died? Okay, then I would...
Yep. Yep. And
I would move across to the other one and do the
And
same
chain
thing
for
for the
Doom.
other.
Yep. I'll just apply the 9 you did from that first attack, I guess. And
And then
There
I
you
would do my last attack and as my object interaction, I shut the door again.
um,
That's it.
Octavian. There's an enemy still here that's still alive.
This one here.
Yep, it's very weak, but it's still alive.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw another starry wisp at it.
Ooh.
And you bring it down with that.
Wait.
Whilst the sun could not bring it down, the stars could, seemingly.
Yes. And yes, that will be my turn.
Katia, there are no visible enemies because Aster closed the door.
I'm preventing it from fireballing
What?
the cluster of us.
So there is an enemy on the other side of the door, but Aster closed the door, so you can't actually see it at the moment. And with your movement, you can't quite get to the door to open it. Good ready in action. Like, get close and then ready in action.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna get close and I'm gonna ready not a sacred flame because it didn't work for me. That's what we're discovering. It's I would not work on a fire creature.
It's radiant damage, not fire damage.
It was more just they resist magic,
I
so
know.
they have advantage on the saves. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's the fact that the spell is called Sacred Flame. It's not the fact that it's fire damage. It's the fact that it's... You know what? Never mind. I can't even look at my sheet because it's freaking out right now. I've been trying to get this to work. Yeah, can I just get up close and just ready my mace?
Yeah. I'll move you up as close as I can, and then have you ready your mace.
See that I'm also but I'm flying though. I wanna. Is there any way that I can like kind of ambush it? Like I would be like above, like okay, so I'm 10 feet up, right? So the idea I'm having is that Katia is going to go above the door, right? So when the door opens, they're not going to see Katia. But literally, either I could actually just literally drop my mace on top of him to cause damage, or I could just come down and swing down. I know that sounds a little crazy, but it's like I'm factoring like the 3 dimension of like her being up in the air.
Flavor-wise, that is something you could do. Yes.
And so I'm going to ready that action.
Yep.
Okay.
Casimir, what am I gonna have you do? I guess I'm just gonna have you ready he picked up his dagger, ready throwing his dagger again. Like, actually, Greed, do you want me to open the door so you can get a shot?
Oh my god, it would help if my mic was unmuted. That would be a good idea. Thank you.
He opens the door.
Like 3 times people forgot the mute.
Fucking for real. I literally look up and it's blank. It's like, why?
Throws his
I mean,
dagger.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's really sucky that he wasn't a little bit closer because that was almost an at 20. And then he's just gonna move down here so he's at least partially out of the way. And then Greed, it is your turn.
Wonderful. So, let's have a lucky look.
This is the only enemy left.
Beautiful. Cool. So I'll fire a couple of Eldritch Blasts. Really? Okay.
Apparently so.
Sick. Love that. Second one. Max damage. We'll go with that.
Any pushing or pulling stuff?
Purling, please.
Okay. Pull 10 foot closer.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Um,
Don't know if that added the extra +5 from Agonizing Blast.
Oh.
do you have Agonizing Blast?
I should
has.
do. Yeah.
Always has.
So just add
Because
that.
I think normally it's an effect on the sheet. So yeah, I'll
Yeah.
add the extra, 5 damage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Agonizing Blast is
Okay, yeah, Agonizing Blast is still on my sheet. I'm assuming it's just a automation thing.
yeah. Let's try reapplying. Yeah, we'll work on that between later, but it's still standing. It's its turn, and it's seen the fact that Casimir can counterspell. So it's considering its options. Yeah, I think we might go with that. Rather than a spell, it's just going to try to burn people.
Ouch. By the way, we can't see when things are bloodied right now, so make sure to tell us.
Yeah, there's a symbol for bloody, just the little grey one. It's like
Tried to
the
find that setting,
grey drippy.
but there is no, not for players. It's not showing. It's only for GMs. But
Oh.
there is a setting. I was looking for it today.
No. You know what? Let's continue on the Casimir bombardment. Why not? Ah, missed. And this one will. It's going to go to here. And it's going to drop down 10 feet.
Bold of
And
it to assume
potential-
it's far enough.
Misha, you are up.
Where there is this.
It's 10 foot down this
Hmm.
hole.
Hey. Not leaving you behind.
So, just for Yeah, so what I'll do so you can see what's in that room,
Oh,
because you can pick up a few extra things.
yeah, I noticed
Um,
that there's creatures below.
Yep, which you would see through the hole. So I'll give you basically. I'm
I
going
wish
to
I could
drop
see
you
through
down.
the floor.
Yeah, but yeah. So I'll give you a view of what's in that room.
What are...
These are undeads,
Yeah.
and then I'll take you back up. So, and unless there's anything you want to do targeting wise before, because obviously you need to be on the floor to target them.
For now, what I wanted to do... Oh, wait. 30 feet. No, I would first try to see if I can kill the flame skull.
Yeah.
By throwing the cross.
Yeah. Try throwing the cross at it.
Why is
I
it
think
disadvantage?
it's considering a disadvantage because you're right next to it because I put you down, but either way, that would have been a miss.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I'll put you back. You do have a second attack, don't you?
And I have grace. So it
That
should
is
do
true.
at least 3 damage. Wait, what is the +1? 4 damage. Or 3? It's 3 damage.
Yeah. I'll do the damage and then I'll just move you to here temporarily so you shouldn't have disadvantage. Oh, there's still a miss.
I'll take another 3 damage.
Yep. And then I'll put you back on woe. Oh no, I put you under woe from woe. I'll put you back up on the floor. Yeah, because technically you're not in that room.
Okay.
The 3 chattering creatures down there have now been alerted. So I'm going to roll them onto initiative.
Boy, am I glad to have resistance to cold damage.
Okay, Mickey.
Aster, you are up. Unless there's anything else you wanted to do. Sorry, Misha.
For how much did I move again? Sorry. Oh.
Not much.
Be careful, there's gas coming from the hole.
Sure. I look down with pipe in hand.
And I'll do the same as what I did for.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to put you here so you wouldn't have disadvantage.
So I'm above these gas, so if I was to be attacking
Yeah.
them, I'd go for the pinning pythons to the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so first I will... You know what? Actually, I think that absolutely pinning pythoning the gas is more important than anything else here. So
That's a hit.
definitely 5 above.
Yeah, it is definitely you. God, I forget how big your bonuses are. Yeah, all 3 are successfully pinned.
And then I will... how far away is the flame skull from me?
Like 10 foot.
God damn.
It's 10 foot?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys see as Aster turns around as their tail lunges down into the hole.
Got going for the Mage Hunter tail on it. Mean. But yeah, that. Yeah. Hits it hard and wraps it in the tail.
Yep.
Okay. And
If I can, I would pull it up into the space where everyone can see it by using my last 5 foot of movement.
I will move it 5 foot up. I think
10
it's...
foot of movement I had. Because I have 40 right now.
Yeah, why not? I'll say up.
You see it like in between the teeth on Aster's tail.
What do they have to do to get out of your...
They have to spend an action to remove it.
Okay, so that's what this one's going to do. Spends its action to remove, and that's applied both instances of grappled. So to get the date. Yeah, that's fine. And then this one, I guess, is going to start climbing the walls, and they. And then it's not able to get there just yet. Octavian.
Yep, I'm gonna move up as far as I can, which is here. Did this skull get dealt with? Because I can't see anything else.
Yes.
Like no,
There's
I meant
this one here.
holy water wise.
We haven't done
no,
holy
not
water
yet.
debate, but we don't got to worry about that during combat necessarily.
I can't. Oh, is that still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is
Yeah.
still alive.
Okay, sorry.
There's also gas in the hole.
I'm just going to move so I can untarget that one. Okay. There's gas in the hole, yeah?
There's gas in the hole.
I think I'm just going to do another Starry Wisp at it.
And once more, the stars bring it down.
Sweet. But yeah, that's basically going to be my turn.
Move it for now, remove these guys. Just for hygienist's sake. Right, Katia, the only enemies that you've heard of are down this hole now. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna they're down the hole?
They're down the hole.
Yep.
Can I moonbeam down the hole?
Technically, yes.
I mean, just like straight down, like into it.
Yeah, is that what you would like to do?
I mean, do you think I should do it?
It's your choice. I mean, it works. It would probably stop them being able to come out of the hole without taking damage.
That is very true.
You can choose where the bottom of it is. You can make it to where the bottom is where they would have to start climbing, and the top is just all the way up to the roof. So
Yeah.
Moonbeam it is then.
Moonbeam down the hole. She's like, she hears there's a hole, and it's just.
Yeah.
I feel so clever.
Casimir, who looks quite badly wounded, will touch his way over.
Wait a minute, Casimir, you back up. If you're badly wounded, back up.
he's gonna do one thing first. He is going to. I'm gonna. Yeah, let's drop him down so I can actually see into that room. He's also going to drop a spell down that hole. Hoping this will work. That didn't target them, did it? Okay. Oh no, it did. It just weird height things. So he just was basically like fire in the hole, I guess.
Literally, fire in the hole.
And then he'll move. Actually, that's his movement. But as his fire rains down through that hole, you would from this one. Aster, I need. Actually, wait. You might just be out of its range. I'm having to work with 3. No, I think you're just in his range. I need a... What save is it?
Is it a condition that's going to be applied?
Uh,
Because I'm currently immune to Charm and Frightened from
it's a
anything except Aboleth.
disease, potentially.
Well, I have advantage against
No, wait,
those.
no, it's not. Sorry, no, it's not. It's poison, sorry.
I also have
thing does
advantage
disease.
against that.
Yes. I need a Constitution saving throw.
I am within 10 feet of Misha, am I not? It looks like it's not applying correctly.
I think due to diagonals, technically no. Possibly. Or it's just not wanting to apply.
It
some
doesn't
reason.
want to apply for some reason.
So that would be a +5. Don't think I did that correctly. Give me a moment. $23.
Oh yeah, you're easily able to make this save, but how this is basically as Casimir's fireball hit this creature, whilst it let out a scream of absolute agony, suggesting fire was fairly effective, it also unleashed an absolutely horrific stench as some of the ice on its body melted. But now it's one of the winter gas turns. Oh no, it's one of the winter gas that's starting in the thing, which I don't know if it's going to actually work because of flaws. But technically it should be. I'm just going to see if this is just a flaw thing because of where I cast it. No, Moonbeam just doesn't want to play ball, seemingly. Even though I swear that was working. Moonbeam's wisdom save or
Wisdom
is it con
save.
save? Yeah.
Oh, con. Sorry. Con.
No. Well, either way, it's going to fail. And Katia, if you can roll me. Actually, you probably can't at the moment, can you?
Not really.
How much
I can
damage is
try.
that? 2d10. 2d10 damage. I'll just roll it just for. This one takes 11 radiant damage. just going to put it back on its own floor. Use its action to break free of the effect of the pinning. Just keep that second both. Then it's going to move and it's going to start climbing and go up. Greed, you're up.
Coolio.
All of the enemies are down this big hole.
Yeah.
Aster will turn towards everyone and say, like, they stink bad.
Okay, I just moved my full movement.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
Its next one to cast is not in the moonbeam yet, but it's we use its action once more to break free of the Beast Hunter's items. Then they'll begin climbing the wall. Misha, you're up.
You could heal Casimir if you wanted. But
what is he wounded?
apparently very wounded. We can't tell he is because
he's below bloodied. On a scale of 1 to 40, he's at 13.
Just go to his token attributes, show all players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
There you go, you should be able to see his HP
Yeah,
now.
okay, I can see it now. Come on. There it is. That should do something.
Yep, you restored 14 HP to him. Thank you. I see why my daughter likes you so much.
Just got to safety. Okay, over. Pick him up.
Yep, and dumped. I'd just
There.
say dump him over here or something, yeah. Is that your turn?
What's the distance? Okay, Argus, help Aster.
boss.
not him.
Don't worry, I'll make sure you succeed. Yeah. Platinum power and all that. Aster, you're up. There you go. I'll give you that sort of view.
Yeah. I will
Even with
throw
disadvantage.
some. Same verse, same as the first, I guess.
Once you pinned this one to the wall. Is that damage right if you're him?
No, that one wasn't. The other one was. Let me try again. This is the pinning ones. The pinning ones might be right, and the other ones.
Might
No,
be
that
with the
wasn't
other
right.
one.
Neither of them are set up right. Give me a moment. That would be plus 5 damage each.
Okay. Yep. As both of them are pinned to the wall. Literally climbing, you just like butterfly to a cork board.
Yep. And I will use one more just to hit him another spot for fun. The first miss, that's fine. And I will step back from the hole.
Yep, and I will put you back up. Okay, that your turn?
Yep. If Argus is on my shoulder, he'll obviously move with me, but I don't know if he's sitting on my shoulder, if he's standing next to me, so...
No, he's probably just next to you.
Tarnish stands behind Katia and goes, "Get him!" Holding Katia like a shield.
Yeah, this one manages, but it is going to take damage as it does so. So I will roll its con save.
Oh, they managed to get out, but he uses action
this
to...
one did.
Yeah.
No, this one didn't. This one was the one that wasn't pinned.
Both of them were pinned.
This is the third one.
Oh, I thought one blew up. Oh.
No, one of them melted a bit, but it's not dead.
Oh,
He just took a lot of damage from it. No. It makes the save, so it'll take half of this damage. Well, really poor damage there. This one, it's used all of its movement to get here, and it's just like looks about. And I guess it's going to dash and get to you, Aster, but that's its turn.
It's about to
Octavian.
experience something really funny.
Yep, I'm gonna walk into here. And I'm gonna pull the harpoon, Bloodseeker's harpoon, and just throw it at it. Wow. I mean,
why was that at this?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Because we all have dark vision right now from Katia.
Even without dark vision, I'm giving lights.
Either way, I think a 12 misses.
Yes, it does.
Question. Aster, did you give us the bonus to undead?
I gave it to you, Greed, and I.
Okay.
Oh shit! That's gonna be my turn then.
Yep. Okay. Katia.
Okay. Do I have cure wounds prepared? I'm pretty sure I do.
Yes, you do. Would you like to cure
Or at
someone?
least a healing spell? Yeah, my dad.
I'm going over for curing time.
Obviously fly down as well.
Yep.
So I can get here sooner.
It's fine.
That will be it, honestly.
Okay, Casimir will back a bit away from this one because he doesn't want to be eaten, and you know what? He'll use part of his movement to actually drag Katia down with him.
You have to now use an action, part of your attack action to grapple someone to pull them.
Oh, really? Ignore that then. He'll just move.
Thanks, Dad. Bye. It's not really grappling if I'm kind of being just.
It's
You
more
need a
of
voluntary
balance.
grapple, but
Yep.
Yeah.
He considers what to do, and I guess we'll just start. We'll keep it basic. Excuse me, magic missile. Did you actually want to do something?
Hmm?
His magic missile decided not to function. Let's try that again.
Do it again.
Ah.
2, 3. Boom.
Just did a little bit of chip damage. Another one of the winter gas. Will use its action to break free. And begin its climb, but it's not able to make it all the way. It's like literally just hanging on the edge of the hole, like not quite going into the moonbeam. It just doesn't have quite the movement yet. Greed.
Cool. Well, I think it's quite simple what Greed's going to do.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah. So Eldritch Blast and... You know, I might push him away. Yeah? Yeah? And then...
Do it again.
Go again? Maybe...
It'd be so funny.
Yeah,
if
there we go.
And then, because it's been knocked in, it will make its con save.
Yeah, that'll do.
It doesn't have to make a save. It can also just choose to fail.
It's not going to choose to fail to take a bunch of radiant damage.
I mean, it's about to fall 30 feet, so... Or however
Yep.
many feet the floor is.
Yeah, it is.
Their choice is choose
It's
to
also
burn
going
in the
to
radiant
try
damage,
to-
or burn the radiant damage and fall to your death.
It's also going to try to make a dex save to maintain its footing on this floor, grappling onto the side. It's not fallen. This one will break its grapple on itself, and then we'll climb up. Also taking some lovely radiant damage. We all love it. It's tasty, and it's it takes 11. But it's now up on the floor. Misha.
Misha's about to make this one regret staying on this floor, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how... They count as undead, right?
Yep.
I just noticed that the automation for the Sun Sword doesn't register that part.
Yeah. So I might just need to roll extra damage when it does it. That's a hit. And that's
Or
a dead
another 4
ghast.
radiant. It boom?
Yep. Hefty boom.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use another spell. Eeny, meeny, miny.
That should be an extra D8 on it as well, shouldn't it? Because
it should be one
Undead.
extra D8. Yep.
Yep. I'm still standing.
Over.
Just
Finish
about.
him.
I'm no longer still standing.
Nice.
Okay, that's our turn.
Okay, Aster. I'm assuming you're just gonna just roll me a d20 for trying to hit, and we'll just won't bother with the targeting it. It's basically you hit, it's dead at this point with this one.
I would Hunter's Mark it just so I can lance it before it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would Hunter's Mark. Just for the sake of making sure it's labeled that I did it. But
Yeah.
Then I would just throw 7 damage,
Yeah, it's dead.
and then I would lance it as it's going away. So
Yep.
it needs to roll a con save.
Save.
Woo.
Yeah. Okay, so what were we saying we were going to do for these?
Basically, after combat, you put it in a folder of the monsters,
Yeah. Let me just create.
and we don't
save
have to worry
filter.
about that right this second. It's okay if you don't want to worry. But
Yeah, I'm just. Yep, and that combat is officially over.
Nice.
the only thing I could really use is if they have a weird movement speed. I'd probably take that.
As a matter of
Um,
fact, they seem to have a weird movement speed in the vertical direction.
Because that's the only thing I don't have full on my random things I can take from monsters, because I already have a climb speed normally. Unless I have a burrow speed, or something else like that, I would probably.
I think you should now be able to see it. There should be a folder called Lancet Monsters.
Yeah, thank you. Cool.
And let me put the other one in there, because you technically, I'm pretty sure you launched one of these as well. So, wait, no, I put yours, that was the wrong Tofo thing. So, not owner. There we go.
Thank you.
Right, and that combat is over. And I will say, down that hole, you saw 3 large amber crystals. Let me actually remind myself which room this one is and give you the proper description, because there's a few of these. And let's see. God, why is that so tiny? Brain, zoom. I literally cannot even see that. Why is that coming up so tiny? That would be really useful if I could actually see it. But I think it's E. I can't tell. No, it wouldn't be E. What is it? Phone. This thing is. Yeah. It's just the map is really zoomed out. So, and I want to give the proper description. That one. Well, that doesn't
What an
help.
ability that I could menace people with. Oh no.
Oh, it's A. It's A, this one, okay. So, in this room, you see 3 large amber crystals, all with various. This room has walls of glazed amber, a floor of red marble, and a rough-hewn shaft in the center of its 10-foot-high ceiling. 3 amber sarcophagi stand in alcoves. One seems to almost emit a sickly hue. Another seems to crackle with an inner lightning. And the third seems to have almost a twisted light inside of sickly yellow.
You guys up for dealing with those when we get downstairs rather than going through the secret hole? I'd rather not have to carry, and I look towards Octavian. People down.
I do have a potion of spider climb still, and I have
Yeah.
wild shape.
That's fair. But also, do we want to deal with that now, or do we want to wait? We said we wouldn't go downstairs.
Yeah, I think clear up here first and work our way down.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't really fancy crawling into like the arsehole of the temple. Sort of looks at it.
But as a thing, you can all now see this door here, which
I will, just to make sure I say it, I will go sprinkle holy water on all of the, the flame skulls.
Yeah. It seems only 3 of them were flame skulls. The others appear to be some sort of enchanted skull, but different somehow. But let's see if Casimir can finally succeed on an Arcana check. For a minute, I thought it was going to nat 1, and I was just going to be like, Casimir, what is the point of you having a +9 to this stat when you cannot roll it? Those are skull lanterns, a facsimile of the flame skull, used more to scare people away with the thought that it was defended by flame skulls. They're much less dangerous, as you saw. Incapable of spells and also quite thick. Not much brain.
Why use both of them though?
Numbers.
I would assume in this case it's to make you think that there are 5 flame skulls when really there are only 3. You know. Or perhaps they were just out of intelligence skulls to make into flame skulls. It's one of 2 monstrous undead that you can create from wizards. The other being the Crawling Claw, I believe. But yes, you would know based on the thing that the hidden door is here.
Go do it, Argus.
Okay, inside this room, you can actually see it in this corner. You can see this frozen skeleton covered in rime, holding a wand.
Tarnish looks at Argus, and then leaps for the wand.
Argus gets the wand. Wait, these arrow slots, can a tiny creature get through it?
Probably.
Didn't think about it before, did we? But
yeah.
Tarnish is absolutely going to fight Argus for this wand.
So the wand in question is a long cylinder of wood with a strange symbol on one end, and parts of it almost has like an almost like helix pattern, like this in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to make a contested check to see which dragon gets the one first, Misha?
Is it gonna be an initiative or?
No, just whoever grabs it first.
I guess just roll a dex check each.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Tarnish definitely gets the wand. And upon touching it, you know what? Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay.
Is it cold?
Nope.
Oh.
It's a lightning bolt. Out of nowhere.
Oh, that's funny.
Just
It's
you grab
funny.
the wand, then it lightning bolts you, and you will take 22 damage.
Ow.
Ow!
And then I'm imagining Argus quick. You hear the bolt of lightning and the crackle of thunder, and Tarnish quickly passes it to Argus. It's like he did it.
Katia's also gonna run in to see what the hell the commotion is.
Wait, so Argus now has the stuff? The wands?
Yep.
Yep.
What is going on?
Tarnish is trying to act like Argus just grabbed the one and zapped them with lightning.
Yeah. So.
No, I'm asking in character.
So Argus grabbed the wand, and I got hit by lightning. It's
Insight.
just
Yeah, insight straight away.
That's not what it looked like.
Insight, please.
yeah. You're all gonna see right through. Actually, that's pretty good, but you see right through him.
Tarnish did pretty good for.
Yep. Oh, Katia didn't.
Katia believes Tarnish.
Yep.
Oh. There it goes. Why would you do that?
Could I have
You
seen
should
it
be
through
touching-
Argus's eyes?
You should not be touching
Potentially.
magical items for no reason. They could be booby trapped for this exact reason.
Oh, you should tell that to
Mhm.
Tarnish. Right, Tarnish?
I don't know what you're on about. Argus is the one with the wand. Clearly, they grabbed it.
Tarnish is getting the absolute like stink eye from Octavian for the line. Like he's giving him the undisappointed in you look.
I feel like Tarnish is also like holding the ear from before. Like.
Yep. And Casimir, who will just look over at the wand. I believe that is a wand of secrets.
Oh.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. Which I shall put onto your sheet for now, Misha.
Can we put it on Argus's sheets?
I mean, technically I can. If you want it on Argus's sheet.
I'm gonna put it on Argus's sheet if it's on mine. Where is
We're out here handing.
I'll put it on the... there you go. Wand of Secrets on Argus's sheet. Yes, so it has a number of charges per day, but if when you use it, you can basically identify secret doors and traps within 60 feet of you, and it'll point to the nearest one.
That's very useful.
Looking at it, Misha, roll me a d3.
Oh no.
Only one of these answers can be correct.
Yeah.
It has 2 charges of its potential 3. I believe you can sort of tell if you look based on how much
Yeah.
this glow is filled in at the bottom.
Okay.
But yes,
So,
could be useful in here, certainly.
I can see Argus is playing with the wand and tries to. How does this work? How does this work?
Nearest 60 foot to you. Okay, it points
Oh, that's
to over here.
okay. That's better than I expected.
Like here?
Yep, right there.
Is there a door?
Well done. Or a thread.
Well, you'd have to roll me a check to see it you with advantage, I would say, because you know you're looking for something. So roll me an investigation with advantage.
14's all the way down.
You find the hidden door.
Oh.
Wow.
Carved into the south wall of this dusty space are cylindrical holes fit for scrolls or maps. However, it seems that time has gotten the best of it, and most, if not all, of these scrolls have crumbled to dust.
I will climb around the room looking into every hole to see if there's anything.
Yep, give me another investigation check.
With Argus, I look at Argus, and I raise an eyebrow.
Argus will offer assistance.
I'll use my.
Lights.
I can use my past life as well.
Yeah.
Nothing better to use it on.
Okay, roll me a d3.
You know which one is the correct answer, Aster.
Damn it!
That is not the correct answer.
Ooh, Okay, let's have some real fun here. Roll me. Oh god, how many are there? Roll me a d60.
Okay. 50.
50, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a scroll of Summon Beast. If you don't want it, I'll have it. Argus pipes up. I could do if I'll have it as a subordinate under me. Chain of command and all that.
Aster looks at Argus, and then, like, silently and mildly annoyedly hands it to Argus.
Wow.
Okay. Yep.
I think Tarnish is eating up the attention from Katia from being injured.
Yeah, they're just like,
Torture
really?
animals?
Summon Beast.
Summon Beast. Oh my god.
I'm back. What I miss?
Tarnish basically sucking up to you like, oh, it really hurts. It really hurts. Like they're enjoying the attention from you.
Of course.
The rest of the party have found a magic scroll of Summon Beast, which Argus is now carrying. I'm now imagining, like, over one shoulder they've got strapped the wand, and over the other they've got a scroll case.
A small wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because it's not a wand, but a staff for a small
It's
wizard.
a staff.
Yeah.
It's a staff.
Yeah.
Staff of secrets.
Yep. Marks his staff of secrets.
Would you
That's
like for
also-
me to heal your wounds?
Yes, very much so. So that I can bravely go into battle and alongside you next time.
Well, we wouldn't want anything happening to you.
Exactly. They've probably got at the moment they've got like the lightning bolt scar going down them. From the
From what?
from when they got struck by lightning. That's why they need healing. So,
Cure wounds. I will cure
Yep.
wounds them.
cure wounds. Okay.
Because I don't think I can give temp HP to familiar, so I don't know.
He's not a familiar. He's
No, you technically
What is
could,
he?
but he is a Drake Warden Drake.
Okay, but what is he to Aster?
A
I saw-
manifestation of his mind.
Sure. I don't know
Something.
what I still, but okay, sure. But I'm wrong to say familiar. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, technically no, because he's not cast by the Fine Familiar. Basically, Aster took a feature which gave him the 3rd level Drake Warden ability, which allows you to have a Drake as an animal companion.
So he's a pet.
Yes.
Sort of. He's a combat pet. He's a compet.
A compet.
And now, whilst all of that's going on, Greed, would you have liked to have called out to Netheron to have your private conversation?
Preferably in a private place. I'll just say, I'm going to quickly keep an eye out. I'll be over here.
Do be careful, Greed. It
I
is
will.
a fiend you're speaking to.
A fiend? What do you mean? I haven't said I'm going away to talk to anyone. Excuse me, Mr. Minter.
He's just said
literally
he's-
he said that
Nephron
you
literally
told us he wanted to talk to you, and if you're going off, we're
Yeah.
assumed you're going to talk to him.
Wait, I was to everyone?
He did
mentioned
say
that-
out loud, basically, Greed, when you have a moment, call out to me and we can have a private conversation. Because he also said
Before we moved
similar.
here. Before
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
came.
before you moved
Yeah,
up here.
okay. So, in that case, Greed has said he's stepping outside. He's going to keep an eye out.
Yep.
Okay.
You can make the assumption on what that means, but yes.
If you're going out of vision and out of our protection, you're going to talk to the fiend.
That's just what the party consider. But yeah, so Greed, you speak his name and he speaks into your mind. Ah, I'm glad you were willing to speak to me. Right. How to put this? The power which you are bonded and which grants you your capabilities is quite a threat to this world. Should you complete your bond, and then should you depose Strahd, as I assume is your intent,
It
you
is.
will merely take his place as a new dark power ancient upon the land.
Of this land in
Something-
particular.
Yes. Bound here much like Strahd is. Unable to leave, merely able to mildly influence. And without his connections.
Mildly influence. That doesn't exactly sound very powerful from what I've been promised before.
Yes. You see, the dark powers will promise you what you want, and they will give you what you want within their view. Xantras will make you king of Barovia. But Barovia is a demi-plane locked away in a domain of dread. And it has limited reach into the mortal realm, which is how you were able to come through in the first place. Certain beings are able to pass through, but you yourself would not be able to. Which I would imagine, for one who has such desires, would be a unwelcome binding upon you, even with the powers that Xantras might provide.
And so what is your counteroffer?
Essentially, I may not be as powerful as Xantras. I will admit that freely. I am no great dark power, but I am an Arcanoloth who is very well versed. And as such, should you deem it something you wish to consider, I would offer myself as a new patron for you to replace Xantras, granting you similar capabilities, if not identical. You would also have, potentially, depending on how far down the line you go, access to my vast knowledge from centuries of study, which could prove useful on various journeys.
But
Plus,
you... Go on.
Yes, and you say plus, I would unlock the treasure vault downstairs for you.
Reed's eyes kind of like widen. Vault, you say?
Yes, there is a room filled with a vast amount of treasure within the temple. It actually resides behind my statue. There is a mild danger in it, but I would help you deal with that. In exchange, you would have access to all of the vast wealth that is within there, to take as you please. I believe on my last foray into there, let me check. Which one is it? This one. There was at least 6,000 electrum pieces, as well as various treasures worth a large amount. A bronze crown with tiny gem-eyed dragons for its spires, I believe, was one of its greater items of value.
All of this sounds delightful. But it is also material.
Yes, and you want something beyond just the material, I would imagine.
I came here for greed. I came here for power. I don't want anybody to overtake me. You understand?
Yeah.
What can you give me that Xantras cannot? If I had Xantras's power, what would say that I wouldn't come and take this treasure of yours by force, rather than being gifted it?
Because if you were to take Sanchez's power, I would make sure that you do not leave this temple.
Would you face him yourself then?
Until Until you truly become his champion and sit upon the throne of Barovia, he would not be at his full power, which is why I would strike now rather than later. But, if I was to consider what I could gift in terms of power, a fiend warlock such as him would probably give you a devil such as him, should I say, would give you great powers over fire and manipulation of minds, correct? Along those lines?
I mean, that does
Classics.
sound quite nice, if I do say so myself. However, being trapped here is quite the opposite. I wish to
Yes.
expand, not reduce.
Precisely, which is why I thought that I would offer this now rather than allow you to go through with this. I could easily, with the pact with me, I could provide access to Fireball, for example, but perhaps you would also prefer something to potentially protect yourself, like the likes of access to the ability to counter the spells of your opponents. And should your strength grow sufficient, I could even grant you the power to paralyze monsters where they stand.
It does sound rather enticing.
And the book with which your party carry that is locked away with arcane chains. Whilst I cannot open it myself, I can guide you towards the one who can. Whilst that might not benefit you directly, it could be useful for others in your group to allow you to thrive. But I suppose the real thing is greed. It is not so much what I can offer, although I realize that is an important part. It is what exactly you desire. You want to get ahead, you say, and you don't want to be reduced. So what sort of things would you desire?
Oh, I'm gonna message you, James.
Yeah,
Uh,
that is fine. You do not have to make this decision now, but consider it. After all, Okay. He considers your words. Wealth I can offer. Power I can offer. Influence I can offer. As one of the Arcanoloth, I have quite a lot of influence in both the Abyss and the Infernal Plane.
well, if you can promise me this, then I can assure you that we have a deal. But this is
That
what
I
I've set out to do, and I intend to see it to the end.
Tell me, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Carsus?
I'm up in man.
Carsus. Have I heard of a Carsus?
Roll me an Arcana or History check.
We shall go with Arcana. Ooh, 8.
Then the first of your options, not even Xantras can offer. It would be a great folly in order to proceed with that. But power, wealth, influence, that I can certainly offer. And unlike Xantras, I will not change you in order to allow you to do so. I will grant you the knowledge to do so. After all, I would imagine any great merchant needs a skilled accountant, and who better than one who has worked for the centuries-long blood war before coming here, managing the finances of both the Infernal and the Abyss.
You would be willing to come with me?
With our bond, much like how Xantras can speak into your mind, I would also be able to speak into your mind. And perhaps, should you grow strong enough, you may be able to summon an aspect of me to assist you with such things.
And what's my guarantee that Xantras isn't going to come after me himself?
Xantras, once your deal is broken, will have no more capability of influencing you. But as a further protection, as a temporary means whilst this is going on, I will, for 24 hours, grant you immunity to the capabilities to read your mind, be detected by divinations, or be charmed. Even the might of the wish spell would be unable to affect you.
All right. Well, that
But
sounds delightful.
As you may have realized, Xantras has not yet spoken to you. He is waiting. All you have to do is make the deal with me, which will mean coming back down here when you are ready, and we can forge the contract. The only caveat and the only cost, and I would like to ensure that none of your party take bargains with the dark powers. Even that Dusk Elf, though his intentions may be good, nothing good can come from making deals with one as powerful as the Corpse Staff.
And what if they were to choose on their own volition?
Then it'd be your duty to stop them.
Sounds easy enough. I can be very persuasive, if need be.
Excellent. Then when you are ready, do not rush, but feel free to come visit me before you enter any of the downstairs chambers. And a warning, which I will now give. Do not attempt to sleep within the temple.
Why, if I may ask?
The dark powers have strong influence in the land of dreams. This close to their power in this temple. They may even be able to cause powerful negative effects, particularly if you have a close bond with them.
I see. Well, I shall do my best for you, my patron.
Yes. I look forward to our future dealings.
Indeed.
And all of this was done telepathically, just so
Thank
nobody
you.
did overhear that. But yeah,
Sweet.
so,
Cool.
and it was done over a very short amount of time, almost as if the conversation was accelerated or time slowed around you. So you've not been gone that
Okay.
long.
Cool. So Greed will just be leant up against the banister and will, in quotes, keep watch.
Yeah. What would the rest of the party like to do?
I think Aster has sort of like stealthily like moved to close the door while Octavian and Misha and everyone are distracted by Tarnish to literally talk to Misha about what do we do if Casimir is to do something here.
That is a very difficult question.
We're not here to make deals with these things.
Especially not to make a deal to bring someone back. Such a deal's only going to hurt us more. Maybe even him.
But if we drag him out here kicking and screaming, Katia is going to be upset.
Can't we find a place where we can distract him? Like the room you found with the scroll. Maybe there's some books he can read.
I don't want to keep my eye off of him.
We can... Can't we let Tarnish and Argos keep an eye on him?
That might be a better choice.
So he isn't totally on his own?
This is obviously something he's wanted for years. Imagine if you were given such an offer back at the Death House. Things might be different now.
At the Death House, that is...
Offered exactly what you wanted.
Hmm?
Aster says, imagine you were offered exactly what you wanted most in life. Back at the Death House.
Let's say I'm glad I wasn't offered that. Mm.
Are you all ready? Is Tarnish okay?
I was so close to dying, but the lovely Katia has soothed my wounds for now.
I mean, you weren't that injured to that extent. I mean,
No.
obviously we couldn't let you continue like this since we probably are going to encounter more danger, but you weren't dying.
They don't need to know that.
She gives him a look. Tarnish.
Well, Oh. Oh, fine. I wasn't quite as injured as I made out, but I was still pretty badly injured. That hurt.
What's with the somber looks in y'all's faces?
This place is Aster will like sort of like poke their nose and go, "It smells of bad decisions."
Yeah.
What's the plan next? Are we going to move the next door?
That's our best bet.
Wait, wasn't there something way over back there? Why didn't we move there?
Because it's like broken. I'm the only one who can get over to that door.
Wasn't there
least.
another door?
Agreed.
Another door. Where?
Yes?
Sorry.
We're about to move on. Are you ready to continue?
Yes, of course. It's been quiet out here. I think we're safe to move.
Doing alright?
As only Octavian has walked through the door, Aster will like move their fingers towards their eyes and then move back towards like where Casimir's walking behind Octavian, like just sort of like subtly like telling Octavian to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, Octavian will just sort of nod his head slightly, very sort of like subtly, as if he's adjusting his hat.
Do I notice this kind of like back and forth with people with because from what I'm getting is that all the guys seem to be in on it except for Katia. So I'm just wondering to see if I notice.
Agreed is not been filled in that we also have a worry about Casimir's actions here. Unless he was listening in on us.
No, I suppose if you're doing sort of this sort of subtle thing to Octavian, give me a sleight of hand check, Aster, and we'll see if Casimir won't notice, but Katia might.
I'll use my my final thing of past life. Yeah, 11.
Wow.
That's fine.
11. Be an insight check, which is.
I mean, I was
based
having
on-
hardest distract in general during this moment.
Yeah.
So
So
it could be with
Casimir. Yeah, I'll say with advantage. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. I'll allow that argument because you were distracting the two of them. Oh, yeah. No, Katia, you don't notice this, and Casimir doesn't either.
I will say that Katia is acting a little weird. Before, she seemed to be very focused, you know, as she normally is. But like, ever since they had the conversation, she's a little hesitant around her dad now. She's a little unsure now and feels not really freaked out, but I guess that would be the best word for how she's kind of feeling. So yeah.
Well,
Did your friend say anything interesting, Greed?
I haven't spoken to him. I'm still
Okay.
deciding.
Of course. It's just not like you just step away from everyone.
I said I was going to keep watch.
Octavian's going to look at Aster and go, he might have been trying to be polite and say he needed to relieve himself. And Octavian will sort of walk off, walk up a bit.
Aster like blinks and then just goes, "Oh yeah, people do that."
Thank you, Octavian.
He sort of
After
smiles.
genuine confusion for a moment, like
Right.
I'm just
Okay.
giving,
Katia will kind of check in on Greed though. Just kind
giving
of just a
Octavian some.
quick. Katia will check in on Greed. Like it's a very quick, like not even like a 5-second thing of her kind of putting a hand on his shoulder, just kind of giving him a soft, encouraging smile. Just kind of not really saying anything, but just kind of like physically representing that she's got his back. You know.
David's gonna sort of look over his shoulder and go, "You know, there's nowhere he can wash his hands in here, right?"
She's
Doesn't-
touching his shoulder, so I don't know what you're talking about.
doesn't Greed have prestidigitation? I thought he did.
Yeah, that
prestidigitation.
too!
Yeah.
Oh yes, I
God.
completely remembered to do that. It's been a rough week.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe we can take
Alright,
this-
so you're going to
maybe
open
we
the
can
next
take
door?
this-
Yep,
Okay.
I will move to stealthily open the next door because we don't know what's in this next area.
It was so
Hey.
coffee, but okay.
Well, I can tell you what's
Sorry.
not in the next
I was
area.
gonna say, what were you
Continue,
saying,
Katia.
Taylor?
I thought you'd finished, sorry.
No, it's okay. Katia was just basically saying that, like, maybe after they get done with the temple, they'll actually have some time to relax for a little bit.
It would be nice.
Here's to hoping.
Yes. I mean,
Right.
it's not so bad here, surely. We'll find a place to get a drink as soon as we're out. I just need to get this thing out my head.
I need to have a drink with you. Greed.
Mm.
That's for sure.
You need to have a what, sorry?
A drink with him.
Oh, of course. There's going to be plenty of time for that.
Alright.
Speaking of drinks, I know this nice place in Valaki. It's called the Blue Water Inn. I believe
it?
we've got a free drinks on the house situation over there.
There's a nice winery on the way there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do a seasonal taster while we're on the way through.
I mean, on the way, drinks are on Tarnish.
Octavian will raise the alchemy jug and go, "Well, I've got this as well."
Well, I
Tarnish
mean-
is like, Tarnish is like, oh, that's what you mean. I don't have any gold, so I can't buy any drinks yet.
So
And that
yeah,
It's
Also-
going to be nothing in comparison to the places that I could take you outside of Barovia.
I mean, it
Aster,
holds
you
a
have
gallon
to
of
join us.
wine.
I mean, Greed, you are invited onto the ship if we get it working. After all this,
Oh, of course.
you could take us to some big places.
Oh, there are some gorgeous places that I could show you.
What does that sound like, Katia?
I want to see the ocean.
Octavian will
Real salt
smile.
water.
Octavian will smile at that. Then you're welcome to my home.
I also want to see the biggest mountains and the really big trees and you know the canyons and I want to see everything.
Well, wherever we go, I need to detour first. And he'll press the button on his compass to flick it open. He goes, "Got a couple of people I need to pick up first."
However long you need, Octavian, I'll take you there.
Yes, you wouldn't want to leave them without a mother, would you? Says a voice only Octavian hears. Oh boy.
God damn you, James.
An empty hallway.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Glazed amber covers the walls of this 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor. The amber doors at both ends of the hall stand open. Sorry, that's meant to be open. Closed doors in the middle of the east wall, and 3 arrow slits are cut into the walls across it. Cracks in the reddish-black marble run the length of the hall.
Can I just put my face along the floor to make sure that beyond the cracks there's not like a pressure plate or something?
Give me an investigation check. No pressure plates.
Alright. I'll sort of cautiously head forward.
Oh, Aster,
If the others have-
careful.
Hmm?
I believe there's something in that room.
If I put my ear to the door, can I hear something on the other side?
I'm actually going to say, Misha, on the other side of that door, you don't actually sense anything.
Is it in the room after it then?
No, what I'm saying is your senses wouldn't be picking up what's in there.
Okay.
I think yours is just tremor sensors picking up everything.
Okay, so that's not a... Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Perhaps you got a faint, glimpse of something, but then it wasn't there afterwards, yeah. Right, would you like to open the door?
Also, this door is open, just as a note. I don't know if this door at the end of the hallway is supposed to be
Yep.
open, but it is open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pulled. As I said, amber doors at both ends of the hall are open, but this one is
Okay.
not.
What do you guys think? You think incorporeal movement to look at the door? You think I just open the door stealthily?
Might as well just open the door stealthily.
Okay. Then I won't. Not great, but I'll open the door and sort of look in through the crack.
Yeah, what you see is a lecture hall. This chamber is brightly lit by red copper lanterns that hang from the ceiling. The walls are sheathed in amber that have been shaped into bas-reliefs of wizards with spellbooks. Stairs to north and south descend 20 feet to an obsidian lectern, behind which a slab of black slate hangs from chains. Between the stairs are descending rows of red marble benches. And you can see a figure staring at that black slate, text and scroll that's upon it.
Can I stealth up behind him?
Yeah.
Just let me know when you want me to make a check beyond what I already did.
Yeah, just give... Yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, it's sort of just move up behind him and do what I do with every new person I meet, I guess.
Yeah, as you get close, you notice that they're actually share the art for him. Next I've got.
What?
Mm.
Got boils.
You know,
There is
you notice his
official
body
art.
is there?
Yeah. Double click him, get a biography.
Yeah, but the official art has an extra thing which I don't want.
Fair enough.
But yes, he is covered in painful, infected-looking boils.
Sort of just behind him, I will sort of just silently put my dagger to his neck and just go, Who are you? What are you doing here?
I wouldn't touch me if I was you.
I haven't done.
Yes, but even touching me with that pretty little dagger of yours could be... Oh, that could be quite a dangerous thing. That's not a threat, that's more a warning.
Oh,
Uh,
I sort of whistled for Misha and the others to follow.
Aster, what you found?
A man. He seems like he has the disease, which
oh
you
god, there's
being
more of you. Please,
Which-
please.
you being a paladin, I think you could probably get rid of.
If you don't mind.
It's a bit... unfortunately, it's a bit more than just your average disease. Yeah. I've...
Who are you?
My name is Vilnius. Yeah,
Vilnius.
Vilnius.
Why are you here? Everyone else, essentially, except for otherworldly things, seems to be dead here.
I'm looking for a cure among all the books and stuff, and this room is full of, well, text. I was hoping I might find some sort of cure. I mean, I can't say for certain that what I've got would infect someone else, but so far it hasn't. I just don't want to take the risk. So far, only my family being inflicted by it. Yeah.
I would like
don't
to.
know.
I would like to approach and say, I worked as a nurse for a long time, so I could take a look if you would like.
I'm afraid I've had a whole lot of people over the time who have tried looking at this, and
I would
it
like
seems...
to roll a medicine check then, because I think from afar
You
she
can?
can kind of look at the oils and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like she's just trying to ask, like, is it okay if I just get like, I'm gonna ask that first. Would it be all right if I took a closer look?
I don't think it's
found-
going to do you much good. Like I said, I've had some pretty clever people with knowledge of medicine have a look, but you're welcome to try.
You'd be surprised. It wouldn't hurt to look. I might not have a cure for you, but I might I might not have a cure for you, but I might have some tips in order to alleviate some of your discomfort.
Wow, it's too late for me anyway. I'm not even here for myself.
Can I roll medicine check?
You can roll the medicine, yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, to quote what that fancy cleric bird told me, I'm terminal. Ain't got that much longer left.
Ooh, 19.
This whole disease is it's kind of a curse more than anything. But it's like but it is a disease, but it's not. It's kind of a weird one. Like they use like spells to detect disease, and it comes up, but it also comes up as a curse. And they've had some pretty powerful paladins and clerics try to heal it, but it seems it's tied to the family. Guessing someone down the line and back in the past did some stupid shit and got on the wrong side of some god somewhere, and now my entire bloodline's cursed.
Your
Well, I'm
parents
here.
like this as well?
Yep, and They died from it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, now it's just me and my daughter, and, well, he started to show signs of it, which is why I came here looking. Because
How old's your
apparently
daughter?
he's pretty young, 9 years old.
I see.
Where are you from?
What
I come
was-
from a city called Weep.
Sorry for interruption. What was the result of the medicine check?
You got no clue.
Even with a 19?
Yep. Like I said, it looks like a disease, but with like what he said and looking at it, it's not like a disease you've seen.
I'm sorry to say that you're correct. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, I know. That's why, like I said, it's why I came here. It said that some of the smartest wizards that ever lived came here. I've been traveling for a fair bit, trying to find a cure. My
All by
daughter's,
yourself?
yeah, managed to make my way up here. Yeah.
Past
Got
the rock?
lucky. Don't know what you're on about there. I didn't. I mean, I climbed some rocks,
Hmm.
but yeah, daughter she started showing signs in that basic. I was hoping she was clean, you know, because she didn't show signs until later than most. Later than when I did. I think I was 6 when I started showing signs. She's only just started, so I heard rumors of this place, managed to make my way here, hitched a ride on some of those wagony things with those nice folk, though they charge a goddamn fortune, robbed me blind, and managed to get here. So, supposedly, knowledge of a cure lies somewhere in the temple, but I've not been able to get any closer because, you know.
I found the
Oh,
potion room. There's probably nothing left.
Yeah, must be deeper then. I managed to dodge my way past those fiery skull things, but not managed to get any further.
Well,
As
how
you
about...
might.
How is this?
Hmm?
I believe that I might be able to help you. We might be able to help you with my medicine knowledge and Misha's healing here. We might be able to put our heads together and help you search. I would like to, if it's all right with everybody else, I think you should come with us. And for one, it's far too dangerous to be by yourself, and
I think that we need to at least see. We should take him to the Arcana Loft.
agreed.
What's an Arcana? What?
It's
that doesn't sound
keeper
good.
of this temple.
And you trust something like that? I've heard everything in here is pretty bad, apart from like the knowledge hidden inside.
Well, how much
Here's
progress
the
have you
quest.
made?
Got this far. I tried going to the end of this hall, but there's some big statue thing that starts clomping down after you. Seems to
Oh.
only go so far from what I've seen, but maybe I just got lucky. I do think I've got to go downstairs eventually. I'm just hesitant to do so, you know, until I've made sure there's nothing up here. I actually want to. Yeah.
I look at Misha and see, I see what Misha thinks, like sort of like with my eyes before I release my pull my dagger away from his neck.
Go.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for Misha's reaction before.
Oh yeah, you can take it away. Oh, you still have the dagger on his neck? What?
Yeah, the whole time. I never said I took it away.
Put it away.
Katia would have said something much sooner, telling him to let him go.
Hmm.
We're not responsible for this one.
You might not be. Vilnius, that's your name, right?
Yeah, that's my name.
Was there
Vilnius Wilkwright.
Is there anything you know about this curse or how your family got it?
Nah, that's the thing. Like, I tried looking through family records. Maybe I could find the source and then, like, make some offering to whatever god it was. But must go pretty far back, because you can roll insight on them again. As my grandparents didn't know about it. I mean, I tried asking about it when I was baking them cookies, and I've just... Yeah, you can tell he's not telling the complete truth. Aster. Yeah, they just... I mean, my parents even bought me a dog to try to distract me when I was young and keep me happy, but Fluffy helped. But, when you look like I do and you're potentially going to infect everyone, I mean, I'm lucky my wife was willing to give me a second glance, but she wasn't exactly the, well, cleanest of people in some regards, I guess. Yes, that might be why we attracted each other. We can do much better.
Wait, didn't you say it wasn't contagious or you have infected anyone?
Well, I haven't, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's infectious, but you still gotta... I don't exactly look like a prize that everyone's gonna want to go for, is my point. I've got boils that leak pus everywhere.
If Misha looks at Aster, Aster does like a little twiddling with his fingers, like the story's shaky.
It's not the kind of eruption you want when you're with a woman. The boil blowing at its top.
Ew. Ew.
Oh shit.
I don't care about it, it's not diseased. I want to alleviate the pain.
You can try. I reckon it'll work.
Oh, I'm not even gonna ask him. I just want to lay on hands and then try to see if I can at least remove symptoms. But apparently because he doesn't have the disease status, automation doesn't work.
Yep. Because your healing doesn't seem to have any effect on this for some reason.
Nothing at all? Interesting.
You try, but...
Does he look uncomfortable with them doing this?
He does. He's sort of shying away as you're trying to do this, and sort of clutches at his chest.
You can clearly see that this isn't helping. We should probably just, well, leave him.
Yeah, I mean... I reckon if you guys manage to take care of that big statue thing, we might be able to get somewhere. There's got to be something up past it if there's something guarding it, right?
You're free to leave. We'll gladly bring any cure that we can.
I don't think we should let him go off by himself.
Well,
The last normal people.
Bringing him further in is even more dangerous.
Exactly.
I mean, I can... I mean, I'm not completely helpless. I just can't proceed by myself. I doubt any of you could either. I'm not.
If I wanted, I could probably get anywhere I wanted right now. But I move with my team.
I mean,
But it's going to be safer for you to wait outside.
I guess. He seems to
We'll
be
gladly bring
mulling
a
this
cure
over.
out when we find it.
But what if it can't be tracked? I suppose it must be, otherwise.
You're free
Um,
to hang about when we clear the place.
like I said, I'm dead no matter what. So you might as well use what I've got to help you get through. And then, I can.
Are you proposing hiring us? We are monster hunters. We are available for hire.
Yeah, why not? That sounds like a good idea. What have I got on me that I could offer you? I've got this pretty fancy dagger. It's got like a gem encrusted hilt. It's about all I got at the moment. But on me at least.
You're not asking him for money. That's not fair to him.
I'm saying if he wants to come along, he's free to wait until we're done. We have dangers here we don't understand. If he wants to pay to put himself in greater danger, I'm gladly willing to let him. But I'm offering that he stay in the safer places while we deal with the dangers. I.e., wait outside.
I agree.
Yes.
I think that regardless, he has been here for much longer than us, so he stayed alive this long, and he's chosen his fate. It's not exactly for us to decide anyway. We're just thankful that you didn't attack us on sight.
Oh no! I've never been one to strike first. I always, honestly, I hate fighting, but I can do a little bit of basic magic. I think it's a side effect of the disease. Personally, like I can, it's all like poisony sort of stuff, but I try not to use it, but I can when I need to defend myself. And even, yeah. And I got my dagger.
Exactly. A can-do attitude, that's what we like.
Exactly. And like I said, I couldn't proceed past the big statue. I mean, as I said, most of what I can do is poison, and it don't look like something that could be poisoned. Also, don't really look like it could be stabbed, to be honest. Maybe.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I will say you guys have never seen, just mention like clearly, you've never seen Aster ask someone for money, and there clearly is a reason that isn't money. At least under normal circumstances. But yeah, Aster will do what the party wants, but also doesn't seem to like the idea of this guy creepsing behind us.
I mean, if you like, because as I said, I don't recommend much use against that big statuary thing. I can wait here whilst you deal with that, and then we can continue on together. That way you can prove up. That way you know I'm not going to like stab you in the back, because if I was, that'd be the ideal opportunity, right?
It'd be after we killed it. But only if we expended enough resources, then it wouldn't be opportune. In fact, it's doubtful you would find an opportune moment with this team.
I said I'm not planning to try to kill you. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to fund my cure, save my daughter, and, well,
How old
and
is
see if
she
I can,
again?
9?
Aster, enough with the interrogation.
If you guys want to get going and go fight a big, giant amber statue, go right ahead. I will, I'll tag along once you dealt with it, I guess. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll see if I can decipher more of what's on this board. Might help. Might be a clue.
Speaking of, what's on the boards?
Arcane scribblings, like various sigils and writings.
Can I look
What
at that
languages?
stuff?
Anything
Yeah, you
related
can all have
to
a look if you want.
cures?
What are? Is it just
It would be probably an Arcana check in this
Arcana
case.
check? Okay. Can I cast guidance on myself and then cast
Yeah.
it? Because I know intelligence is not my best.
You
I'll
got a 3.
have a look.
So
Guidance
yeah,
is a
even with
reaction.
guidance, it's not.
God damn.
Yeah.
I fucking knew.
Guidance. Mine.
I don't think I want to use my reroll for this session, but
Some
16.
Wait. You've got expertise in Arcana?
What, me?
Yeah?
Yeah. Apparently so. I have a +7 in Arcana and Perception. And Survival.
Wow.
Yep. You might not be the smartest, but you're the Arcanist.
I just have a lot of languages I speak.
The writings mostly seem to be on abjuration magic. From what you can see, to do with sealing creatures. There's talk of the most powerful of abjuration spells, known as imprisonment. Said to be able to bind almost anything in place. But costs an immense amount in order to cast. The notes seem to be almost depicting is like perhaps with the likes of the amber sarcophagi and things like that, we've proven that we don't need a relic in the likeness of the target, nor do we need a special component of such value if we have something with enough natural entrapment energy.
Okay.
So that
I won't relay.
hypotheticals.
I won't relay any of this currently. Not while this guy is about.
Yeah.
Didn't sort of get any of that. It's so confusing.
Yeah. Another thing seems to be suggesting that the magic they use to imprison the dark powers in the sarcophagi is perhaps something more powerful than the imprisonment spell, despite its perhaps being easier to cast in a way. But it requires many components.
Okay. Does it? He won't say any of this currently.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, he's very much. I didn't really get, understand much of this, or he'll make sort of little references to making it like he's understood slight amount to not be obvious.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just plain sort of I don't understand a lot of this, not my sort of magic. And yeah sort of walk out the room.
You know what, actually, might as well use Casimir as he's here. Will he roll? Nope, of course he doesn't. Because Casimir sucks at Arcana just by having a +9 in it. He is the worst.
He's too busy thinking about the Katias here. He's like, what if I mess up in front of Katia?
Yeah. So, would you like to proceed?
What again? 15, 16?
Yeah, 15 to get any information.
Okay. Onward we go. And you know what?
I'm gonna leave Argus here to watch him.
Argus is gonna hide in the corner.
You know, I really don't trust that guy. I really don't trust that guy, Tarnish says. If I was that guy. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't trust me either.
I feel like if I let you sneak up to him, you would have already stabbed him.
No, I wouldn't stab someone in the back. I might rip their throat out, but, you know. Then again, they don't look very appetizing.
Can I sneak down to this sort of upper hallway and
You
see
can.
if I can... Yeah, I will roll that stealth for the sake of knowledge and knowing what it's at.
Pretty high.
Sort of peer around the corner.
Yeah, and what you see is this.
Ooh.
Ooh. A burb.
Ooh, indeed.
Uh-oh.
A burby burb.
A large amber statue carved into the likeness of a bird-headed humanoid. There is an odd sheen to it and an almost perfection to its design that looks like it would be quite hard to penetrate with conventional weaponry.
I'm assuming that was the thing that... I'm assuming that was the thing that they were talking about.
I presume as much.
Most likely.
Before we go into the room, I want to cast a Vigilant Blessing.
Yep.
Who wants it?
If you want to make sure I go first, that would be me, but you could also give it to Misha to make sure Misha's higher up on the turn order. Octavian's also a good choice, as is Greed a good choice.
I'm asking who wants it.
In other words, you pick.
I'd like to have it, but...
Aster.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ask who wants it. Misha goes me, and he's like, alright, Aster, you take it.
No, I didn't hear Misha say that. No, I actually really didn't hear him say that.
I can give it to Misha instead if you prefer.
Yes, because I was waiting for someone to say, me, I want it. And I thought I did not hear it, so I would gift it to the person who said something.
Thank you.
But now Misha wants it, I want it now.
You didn't say it first! First come, first serve, bitches!
I would like to cast suggestions, say that I said it first.
But I guess this is a fight we will have to be unavoidable. So if you guys want, I can sneak up and try to sunder it immediately.
Wait, is my flail not sunder? My flail is not sunder. I'm disappointed in my flail.
That's the wrong button.
Ah, fuck.
That's funny. It groups you and Tarnish together. Calls you
Now
the
it's
Drake companion group.
the Drake companion group.
Yay! It was actually useful.
Initiative.
Yeah, gonna go into initiative just to
Smooth it out.
Yeah.
Casimir, no!
I'll take an initiative.
Useful.
Yep.
Alright. We will go into initiative. Aster.
Yep. Cool. So I'm stealth. I don't know if it's seen me, but I'm stealth.
What's this? You would have advantage on it.
Okay.
Isn't it looking directly at that hallway?
That's actually true. Yeah, you've stealth, but it just sort of would be looking that way. So actually, probably not. Yeah, you open the door and it's just like turned its head.
And
But the door was already opened.
the door was already.
Oh yeah, that's true. As you glance around, it's he's just looking in that direction.
That's fine.
You'll be fine.
Hunter's Mark is fine. Well, best option is to center it as much as possible.
With Hunter's Mark, is that the one that gives you stuff? Like knowledge of it?
I don't get that anymore. I would get it. I would get it when I lancet it, essentially.
Yeah.
But they have to fail a lancet first. But it is it used to be what I get with the Monster Hunter subclass.
Yep.
But yeah, I will move up, and I'm going to, for my first strike, hit it with a Sunder from my adamantine dagger. Sunder didn't apply. Damn.
Yeah, it also took no damage.
With that adamantine dagger?
Adamantine?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's weird.
Yep. This one seems to have complete immunity. Oh no, wait. No, it's just not updated, sorry. Yeah, it would have. It's just not updated. Ah. Yes. Okay, so it took
I sundered it. Yeah.
Yeah, it took.
So it reduces AC by.
Yeah. Let me just read Sunder quickly, remind myself or something with it.
I believe. Doesn't adamantine have a special property when it comes to golems? Or statues? Like constructs?
So Sunder is specifically for breaking armor. This one isn't wearing armor.
It also breaks
natural
natural armor.
Natural armor.
So...
Yes.
Oh, it has natural armor you can choose. Yeah, that's true.
Does it have a natural armor in its stats?
Doesn't say natural armor. I think that's just its.
Alright, well, if it's
plus.
If its AC is not 10 plus dex, it's higher than that.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, Chris, would you say that... Oh, no, that's... Would you say sundering it would be an effect that alters its form somewhat?
That's...
immutable form.
You're talking
There's
about
it's about portable. It's about polymorphing, and it's about shaping them into something else, as in like magically. Not about
Yeah.
they can't be. They can't. They can still be crushed into pieces. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that allows them to apply them. Oh, no, that didn't work. Similar. Let's do that for it. This. Yeah, you did manage to lower its AC a bit, but even your dagger seemed to struggle against it.
Well,
like, you think only because of that dagger's...
Just punch the ever living shit
your
out of
weapons don't do
them.
those damages.
no, they don't.
Yes. Curse me for that.
And that is my turn. Sunder only works once per turn. That's why I didn't try to do it multiple times.
Octavian.
Yep, I'm going to be relatively simple. This turn, I'm going to bonus action cast Guardian of Nature. And I will choose the Great Tree form.
Okay.
So
yeah, the big guns.
Well, I don't like big golems. I'm going to move to
What's that meant to give you?
There.
See if that's actually applied that correctly. I know that spell does have automation that works because I tested it earlier today.
It's put my ace. 18.
I'm just.
So I already had the bonus for the temporary HP.
I'm just gonna break your concentration on that and recast with this new way of doing it because I think it didn't apply the thing properly, so I won't continue spell slot. And you were going Great Tree, weren't you?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, yeah. You've now got the new version of it, which applies like the advantages and stuff automatically.
Thank you. So I've got how much more movement I can get. Sort of there. And I'm just going to throw the harpoon.
Okay.
That shouldn't be disadvantage. That should be that should be an advantage.
Why was that a disadvantage? And why would it? Oh yeah, because it's wisdom based, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm just let me have a look at that activation effect. No, that should be fine. Just that. Why is that dis? Heavy magical works a javelin 30-60. No, that's fine. We've got vision. There's no enemies even on other floors that would be interfering.
Stupid question. I've just noticed I've got the arrows on each corner around my own character.
It's targeting yourself. That's because you cast Guardian of Nature. It's auto targets yourself.
Yeah, so you did target yourself, but you didn't. That's not what's causing it.
Alright, don't troubleshoot.
I don't know what's causing it. Yeah, I was just seeing if there's something quick. But either way, as your weapon hits, it bounces off.
Wait, even magical weapons?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably damage type related. Because mine worked fine.
Yes, but yours is also adamantine, isn't it?
Well, only my dagger is adamantine, and adamantine specifically is made to pierce objects and things.
Yeah. Greed, you're up.
Oh yeah, that's me done then.
So, seeing that the enemy is rather resilient, how many feet was that? I'm just going to dash in here and across. I believe that's 30 feet. And I'm going to have a look for, like, chinks in its armor and things like gaps. Trying to aim to go through them rather than just hitting its center.
Yeah.
Okay. Try this if it does anything.
Yeah, your attack hits.
Gotcha. I don't know what. Yeah. So it'd be 7 damage.
Yep.
Does it look like it was effective?
Yep, your attack was effective.
Cool. I'll go again then. Oh.
Right.
30 to hit? Jesus.
Yeah, for an extra 15 damage.
It should have been 27 to hit. This isn't undead. Your ranger's quarry does not apply here.
It does not apply here.
Yeah. So that should actually be disabled.
So that earlier attack, that adamantine dagger, although that was weirdly not even...
Yeah, the adamantine with was Sunder.
Yeah, but it didn't add that dex.
It didn't have my dex, so it would have hit still. I'll fix that.
It would have hit with or without it. That's not what I'm contesting. Just doesn't seem to be adding a dex.
Yeah.
It looks like all my custom weapons didn't inherit their ability scores properly.
It's probably because
it's
broken the automation. Anyway, go ahead.
As a bonus action, I'm actually going to cast Hex on this.
Yeah?
For the first time, I'm using another ability. And I'm thinking... Wait, this is... I would just remember... Yeah, so I choose. I'm gonna say strength?
Yeah?
I think... Yeah, I'm gonna go with strength.
Okay.
I think that's wise.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that would be my turn.
Okay. Let's start heading back.
I don't know why. Oh, I still have Detect Magic up. Okay.
Yeah, let's just continue punching. Nope. Do I have anything else I can do with this? Nope. That's all good. So yeah. That brings it to Misha's turn.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, can easily get there. Normal damage doesn't work, you say?
That seemed to be the case.
Bring out the bad boy. Did I target him?
Doesn't matter.
I did not.
You did.
Oh, I
but
did.
It wasn't that one.
I don't have the mastery for it ready yet, right?
No.
It says I do.
Actually, yeah, you would. Yeah. Because
Oh.
it counts as a short sword as well as a long sword, and I think you have one of those. Yeah, you have long swords, so.
In that case, it would deal grace damage.
Which is just 3, right?
It's just 3.
3 radiant.
Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wover's gonna
You're
bite
specifically
it.
using grace, aren't you? So it wouldn't buy the sap effect.
That's for the
That's-
second attack. The second hit is sap.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna have to swap between them, I guess, or maybe make a clone that has the other one. Then, just for whatever makes it easier for yourself.
Hmm.
Wover's
fuck, yeah.
jaws do nothing. It just sort of looks at Wover. Right.
Wolver
Aw.
deals psychic damage.
Psychic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, Wover does do psychic damage. But I'm guessing that's not set up to do. Because it's not immune to psychic damage. Or is it? Actually, let me reread that. Yes, it is immune to psychic. Yep. Sorry. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, doesn't seem to have a mind for it. So, Katia has told me what they're going to do. So first things first, we're going to we're gonna Twilight Sanctuary. Not applying to self. I didn't want to apply that to self. What was your thing before? I think it was actually that. So instead, we'll just use that roll because she'll apply it to Casimir. Because he doesn't have any. And as part of that, we'll be activating Steps of the Night to fly. Going 10 feet up. Hopefully we'll not fly through the ceiling. Then we'll... Oh no, Casimir, you're not coming to follow. We'll then... once again... bringing down the... Moonbeam. Does Moonbeam work on when you initially cast it? Yeah, when it on the first turn there, so yeah. Where's that doing anything? Whatever. Okay, so this is gonna make it save at advantage.
No, don't save initial casting of Moonbeam.
I know.
I return.
No.
A Moonbeam is...
Progress to their turn.
But it says it.
Ignore that.
I'm so sorry that took so long.
Yes, Tank?
I've realised why I'm attacking at disadvantage.
Why?
Oh.
I'm 30 feet in the air.
No, it's not that.
So is it?
No?
It's
Nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Apologies,
Nope.
I just saw that and went, that could be it because the harpoon's 30 feet
No.
range and then it's disadvantage.
Yeah, you're not 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
It's just this floor is 30 foot
Gotcha.
from ground level.
That's fine. I just saw that and went, hold on. No worries. Sorry about that.
No problem. Cat just takes 13 damage then.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so it doesn't take damage when it's
So
It
initially
takes
Start of
cast.
its
damage
turn.
on its turn.
Start of its turn.
Okay. And so that would be Katia's turn, because I did what Katia wanted.
Hi.
No problem.
I'm so sorry about
That's all good.
that taking so long.
Um,
It sucks when you misplace your medication. And you cannot remember where it is like for the life of you. But what's going on?
Yeah,
It's
fighting a big
Casimir's
amber
turn.
statue. Casimir did his turn. He missed.
Okay.
Aster.
Okay. I
Yeah,
dance my dervish.
Okay, I am going to
You casted Moonbeam. It is Aster's turn.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I did
Okay.
what you said. I did Moonbeam, I did the fly, and the Twilight Sanctuary. Gave the HP to Casimir because he didn't have any.
Thank
Am I
you.
off? On my offhand, I will get my second Sunder down. Decreasing its AC again. Sure, Tarnish. Go ahead. You guys see Tarnish like spit.
Can I?
Yep. And then I'll continue my dervish from before. Let's attack 3. No, Tarnish, you can only do that once. And that's attack 4. It doesn't look like it's applying to it.
I applied it, I'm applying it back in because I don't think the Sunder's doing what it should be doing. Or possibly that weapon.
The Moonbeam might be targeting the Moonbeam because it doesn't look like it's letting me target the golem.
No, it's doing the damage.
Okay, cool. Then it's Octavian's turn.
Yep.
Yeah. Seeing that my harpoon was absolutely fucking useless.
It seeked blood, but this thing has none to seek.
Oh, I would lance it as well. Sorry, I don't mean to.
That's right.
It gives me info, so.
That's
Or rather. It needs to roll a con save because my lancet broke in the update.
I did do pretty well on this. No. I didn't.
Oh.
There you go, there's its things. Octavian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt at it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should have been an advantage.
I had advantage.
It's a wisdom attack.
Yes, that's true. Got an addition on flying properly. Unstart attack, wisdom. That can't be right when it's doing the custom then. It's applying something, but it's obviously not doing it. But you hit. Roll me a d20. Just see if you crit. You did not. Also, you had yourself targeted still, by the looks of it.
Oh, shit. There we go. Sorry.
So I'll just undo the damage on you.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, on it. Yep. Anything else?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action starry form.
Mm-hmm.
When I find the right one. Apparently I have 0 uses available, but I have 2 wild shapes. I'll knock it off the wild shape because it consumes those instead.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's for some reason not doing.
Yeah, it might not be
me.
working. Updates.
So I'll take the form of the.
Yeah.
What one? I'll go for the archer.
Which means you do get that attack on it.
Yep. I cannot actually see it on my sheet anymore.
Yeah, because the starry form didn't work.
So what? Just got to find what it is again.
Yeah.
Starry form. It's 1d8 plus my wisdom.
Yep. So just
So
but you
roll
need to
hit.
roll an attack first. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I just roll with my harpoon, that's a 1d8 plus 6. So that's basically what it would be anyway.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try something on your sheet a moment.
Again, that would have been an advantage.
Starry form, archer you want, right?
Yeah.
There you go. I just fixed it
Thank
quickly.
you.
But yeah, do another attack, see if it hit.
Yep. Okay, then got the harpoon. Oh, it's now rolling at advantage. Or disadvantage even.
Yeah, but the first, you should have been an advantage. That rolled 20, which would have been a crit. So, 2d8. So roll me an extra d8.
Okay.
Actually, I might just. I won't take that. So we'll take we'll take 14 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And.
Oh, I'm all pretty and sparkly now.
Yeah, upon your blow hitting, it lets out a bellow of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to do this.
Can it reach me?
Yep.
Wisdom save. Does my Guardian of Nature has con save? I remember as well, 15 feet of me currently is difficult terrain, James.
Yep.
I don't know why, but I clicked it and it rolled me twice.
I'll take the initial roll.
Rover, you got, I guess, or someone got Rover.
Yep. So Misha.
What was the DC, by the way?
17.
Oh no, I failed.
Misha failed. Aster failed. Wover failed.
I haven't rolled yet. Sorry about that.
Oh, you didn't need to for this particular
I didn't need
save.
to.
No,
it popped up for me.
Weird. Because you have control over Wover, that's why.
That makes sense.
But yeah, so all of you are under the effects of the slow spell.
Even me with a 23?
Apart from you.
I was going to say,
Yeah, you basically get one attack, your speed is halved, and you can either take an action or a bonus action, not both, and you can repeat the save at the end of your turn. But Greed, it is your turn. I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe I have something on your sheets for this, so just try to remember that because guy's effect isn't automated.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna rinse and repeat. Just try and burst this down. Fuck. Let's go. Oh, now it's automatically rolling.
Yeah, I fixed that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think your Eldritch Blast wasn't being considered an Eldritch Blast for the purposes of Eldritch Blast.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. And I'm assuming it's immune to necrotic damage as it has done?
Weirdly, no. So an extra D6 for each of your...
Yeah, I'll just roll 2d6. So that's up 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something.
Not immune to that, but what I am going to do is I'm going to quickly use your sheet and recast Hex on it without consuming a spell slot. Because I quickly did the update on your thing, so now it's actually got the hexed thing. Right, which now it's its turn, and it's got lots of targets around who... wait, does slow really not do the... That's a shame, their slow doesn't reduce AC. Oh well. Their next attack is a death due to Sunder, or whatever it is. Sap. That's not the thing I meant to click. I meant to click that.
That prevented a crit.
Mm-hmm.
It missed. Okay, and but Moonbeam should have applied, but didn't. In fact, I'm no longer. Moonbeam's still there. Moonbeam
Why is
disappear.
Moonbeam gone. No, wait. You've got Moonbeam selected.
Because you deleted a template.
No. Still says that it should be there on Katia's sheet. Fine, I'll break the concentration and recast. I don't know why this is playing up. There we go. I will now go back turn and then go on to its turn.
Fuck knows.
Nope, Moonbeam's still not doing what it should be doing. Which is weird because I swear. Yeah. Nice damage roll, and it makes it save at advantage.
Apparently, someone put it up to date again. Did you do any updates on Katia's sheet?
I don't think I did.
Okay then. Don't know then.
We might just have to wait. That didn't roll with advantage like it's meant to. Roll again. Thank you. That would fail, so it will take the full 13 damage. The one on Octavian. Yeah, Misha, your turn.
I am going to see if this is gonna work. Where is it? Nature's rough.
Nature.
Oh, I should have changed the colors.
It will roll its save. Wait, no, it's a magical effect, isn't it? Technically.
Technically, yes.
But actually, no wait, Hex is on ability checks, not saves. So because, so I will re-roll that strength save because it would have advantage. Yeah. So it unfortunately busts through your nature's wrath.
Yeah, no, my woe doesn't go high enough to deal with that.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to, or rather, Wover's going to Misty Step over here.
Okay. Anything else?
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Katia.
Do I get to make a save against slow?
Yes.
Okay, that's a no.
Yeah, you're still slowed. Katia, what would you like to do? It's in your moonbeam.
Hi. I have a spell I would like to use.
Okay.
I don't know how exactly this works from what I look, though. I think I could just kind of put him down or them, whatever, kind of down anywhere. I want to cast Guardian of Faith.
That would get rid of your moonbeam, I think.
Yep. No, Guardian of Faith
No.
and concentration.
Oh.
Not?
Yeah, it's not.
Nope.
It's not concentration. No, because I'm not controlling it.
Nope. This is actually gonna work. Not that version, apparently. I know this was working earlier. Let me update that because I know that worked. Tested that one. Well, it mostly works. It's a bit.
Can I put the Guardian down any? Oh, okay.
Well, I assume you'd want it near it, or would you want it like between you,
Yes.
like there?
Nope, it's that's good. Yeah. I did kind of want it, yeah, kind of right in front of Octavian and right by Aster, but that also works as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
This Guardian of Faith is this feminine, celestial kind of angel type lady. With like a big cloak, like covering up her face. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If it moves.
That will be it for me.
Okay, Casimir will just pop his head round the corner. Launch off a firebolt at it. Said launch off a firebolt at it, Casimir. It hits. He ducks back down. Aster.
Well, I can only do one action, so best case of action is probably to sunder it again.
Yeah. It's an option.
Yes, I will infuse that strike.
Well, as your blow strikes, it shatters this creature into pieces
Oh,
as you did the finishing blow. That was basically exactly what you needed.
Nice.
So the combat ends there. Slow effect fades away.
Then can I have it roll a con save?
I mean, it already did for your Lancet, right?
Did it fail? I don't know if it did.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
why
it
I gave you
failed.
some of the information in the
Okay.
chat.
That's fine then. Sorry, I've been a bit. My brain is.
No problem. So I'm gonna duplicate this one as reason. Oh, I just have to start with A in this massive. There we go. Now you're scrolling at decent speed, you stupid thing.
Thank you.
Wait. That's my fault. There it is. So, yep, you have successfully crumbled away that creature. The Guardian of Faith stands there, looking mighty impressive, but unfortunately doesn't move. So essentially, if a creature hostile to you in the next 8 hours comes within 10 feet of this thing, it's getting bombed.
If we have a retreat room is plenty good.
Yeah, but I will say, with that is where we shall end tonight's session.
Nice.
Because it's getting late. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Join us, everyone, tomorrow for Icewind Dale, Sunday for the Icewind Trekkers, Monday for the Jumping Junipers, and we'll be back next Tuesday. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.